Okay, so this is what I have for this week. Um, so I was running into some issues where I was unable as the main user. See, I put my full name uh, as the main user when I started or created the virtual machine for Ubuntu. Um, as that user, I was not able to use the su dash command to become the super user or change to root. Um, it was giving me like file like permission errors or and so I essentially had to go in, create a new user for myself, which I just used my first name, and I was able to then change to root and then add this user to the sudoers file. Whereas my initial login that's created from when I just first started or first created the virtual machine was unable to be changed to root. I'm not really sure why. It could be possibly because it's just the first user that was created with the virtual machine. But anyways, after I was able to successfully change to root, see, I can demonstrate that. So now we're at root. Um, so I'll just exit out of that. And then I'll go to my other terminal. So we can see I have Suricata um, downloaded, installed, and configured. See, we have it's active and running. Um, let's see. Let's change directory to etc. And it's just ls in here. We can see I have my rules and the Suricata YAML file, which are the main things that we are working on. So we can use nano to open up the Suricata YAML file. And then here, I'll go through. Okay, so I took note, our default log directory is the var log Suricata path. Um, we see some of the names of our logs. We have the fast log and we have the Eve JSON file. What else did I have to? Let's see. I had to, somewhere in this file, we had to change the, I guess, where Suricata is pointing at. There's the Suricata log here. So I guess the default was the ETH0 interface. But if I, use the IP address command, we can see that our internet is using the ENP0S3 interface. So we had to change it to that to make sure Suricata was pointing at the right thing. Exit out of that. And now we can look at, I guess, we can change to the rules. So we see the Suricata rules file in there. And let's just take a look at our rules that we've written. So HTTP traffic with suspicious user agent strings. See if I can make that. Okay. Some of these I had to comment out because I was getting some errors when running them. Let's see, I have a photo somewhere. Yeah, I was getting an error with the no case on some of these rules. That's just another one I tried, and this is the working rule to alert on HTTP traffic with potential SQL injection. using stuff like union select or the 1 = 1, which are common in SQL injection attempts. We also have a rule for HTTP traffic with suspicious extensions like exe, bat, command, or CMD, and SCR. And those rules seem to work. Our brute force rule. So any, attack where they try and enter 5 passwords in under 60 seconds, that'll flag as a brute force attempt. And let's say we have alert on DNS requests for malicious domains. So just anything from the maliciousdomain.com that's flagged. And let's see. And then to load those rules after we alter them, we do sudo suricata -t-c in the etc suricata -v. We can see that our configuration is loaded. So we have 2 of our rules that inspect the packet payload, and 4 of them are inspecting the application layer. We still do need to add another rule for, or rule set for a DOS and a DDoS attack, which I specified in the proposal that I would be doing. Let's see. And after that, we can take a look at some of our log files. So let's change to so we can see our Eve JSON, our fast log, our stats log, our Suricata log. These are the main ones that we're looking at. So let's nano Eve JSON file. We can see there's a bunch of stuff in here. It's pointing to the interface that we specified. Let's see, nano fast log. I think this one, yeah, is still empty right now. And we'll look at the stats log, and we can see that it is capturing some things. I may have to add something in which, with some of these log files, where after a few days, some of the logs are deleted, just so we don't use up all of our machine's allocated memory. And so that when we're doing testing, we can more easily see the recent logs from the test attacks. And let's look at the Suricata log. And we can see that this is when it started running. I guess from yesterday when I got these rules working. I think that's it. Okay, and then let's change one more time directories to the var. Okay, well, I guess we already looked at our Suricata rules. Okay, and I guess, oh, this is the default rule set. Okay. So yeah, I think that is all the progress we have for this week. I plan to develop the sim lab in this next coming week, and we will also make sure before the next reporting period to have a rule set implemented for DOS and DDoS attacks. All right, thank you.